All right, welcome to the Debo Show
Good morning.
on a good Monday. How you feeling, bro?
I don't know if it's a good Monday, but it's Monday.
I mean,
I'm a little tired. I'm all right.
woke up. We here.
Yeah.
It's a good Monday.
Well, true.
Yeah, that's all good.
All right.
So we got some topics.
Toppings?
Topics.
Topics.
Yeah, I wish I had toppings.
Yeah, we need some toppings.
Speaking of toppings,
Domino's on Sunset.
yeah, get all the topics.
We do not have the black box today.
We
because
do not.
it's too early, I guess. I mean, you can kind of open up whenever the fuck you want to, but
Reportedly.
allegedly, we'll sit here hungry. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this.
But still go to Domino's on Sunset when they are open.
What time they actually open? 11?
I think 10:30 or 11.
Perhaps.
We just go say 11 just to be safe.
Yeah.
Till like shit, they open late. Maybe 12, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So you got plenty of time to get your pizza.
Plenty of fucking time.
Unless it's morning like this and
yeah,
we ain't got shit.
we ain't got shit. I ordered a pizza at 12:45 and I got it at 1 o'clock.
12:45 at night?
Yep.
Oh,
And I
that's
still
pretty
got
good. Because even if I was there working at 12:45 at night, you wasn't getting shit because I was in time. So good job.
Oh Lord. Okay. So, I came across this video discussing something I thought was very interesting, and it had to do with the pharmaceutical industry, medication, and I didn't know this, but the Rockefeller family has a lot to do with it. Are you familiar with the Rockefeller family?
Yeah, Rockefeller family got a lot to do with a lot.
Yeah.
Period. Or I don't even, is it still, I mean, I know they're still around, but I know it ain't necessarily the original evil motherfuckers that was,
Yeah.
they would have died off by now, but I guess they had kids, so I don't know.
They're probably still evil. So the thing is, what I found out that I didn't know about was that at a certain time, it wasn't always the way it is as far as medicine is concerned. We didn't always take a bunch of pills and things of that nature. They actually designed and planned out the way we do medicine right now in order to control everything and get all the proceeds and all the money. Even down to changing the way that education was given. If it was anything about natural solutions, they discredited that. They made it seem like that wasn't true. That wasn't something you can actually do. You had to get medicine. They also went to the colleges and changed the courses that the doctors would take, and made them go by their guidelines as far as you need medicine, not natural solutions. And as you can see now, fast forward in years and years and years, we have to pay an outrageous amount of money for
Outrageous.
fucking outrageous for
Just stay
medication.
alive.
Yeah, just stay alive. And it's all because this family decided this was a good way to control and make money.
Well, I mean, everybody tries to make money, right?
All right.
And it starts with an idea. Yeah, cut that cricket phone.
And it's not. This is a high class.
Interrupting my fucking monologue. No, so I understand people want to make money. However, there should be some sort of ethical decency about it.
Yeah.
Rockefeller's got their hand in all type of shit. They were, I know they were big into banking, how the banks operate now. And as far as the medicine, and that to me goes along the lines with the government. Because here's the thing, I am not, and I know a lot of people that watch this show, because I know some of y'all personally, and I know y'all outside of this, and a lot of y'all are really big into conspiracy theories, right? I personally am not. I like to consider myself logical and try to figure out. If they say, "Oh, what about this? What about this?" Well, if you tell me what it is, I'll try to go back and try to figure it out logically. But like the government, for example, will be along the same lines. There's a lot of stuff that's suppressed because you're not gonna make me believe, and I'm not saying this is a conspiracy. This is just what the fuck I think. You're not gonna make me believe, for example, like let's take AIDS or COVID or whatever was like a big epidemic through time. After a certain amount of time, and I don't even necessarily mean like a long time, but I'm just saying like as of today, you're not gonna make me believe that somebody don't have a cure for like AIDS or a cure for, like I said, COVID on a much lesser level, because that wasn't nothing but the fucking flu and some man-made bullshit anyway. So it's the same thing. They if there was a cure, do you make more money curing it, or do you make more money keeping people not doped up, but you know what I'm saying, giving them pills, treating them forever? There's a lot of things like that. I'm not. I like to think of myself again logical and ethical. I would not be a part of that if I was aware of the situation. But yeah, people do it.
Yeah, I thought it was extremely crazy because some stuff you try to trust in and believe in, and some stuff is just so old that you just automatically assume that it's right. And you automatically assume that your doctors and their education and things of that nature is something you can trust. But then you find out that it was all elaborate plan to make as much money as possible.
Yeah, everything these days, in my opinion, like I always try to tell my children this when they were coming up. You need to question everything. Just because your mom or grandma told you something, and they may truly believe it, but now we have like the internet, we have more access to information. A lot of stuff we were taught in schools and just taught even at home is bullshit. And do the research on your own. I'm not saying it's all bullshit, but there's plenty of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit.
So just look into it yourself, make your own decision. But yeah, the Rockefellers were. I wasn't even aware of the medication thing. I was aware of the banking. But hey, listen, I ain't gonna say any. Most corrupt things all start with people who have a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money gets you whatever you want, as sad as that may be. And I don't mean what you want as in a big house. I mean, you can get people to think a certain way by giving them money, even if they may not even really believe what you're saying. But then once they're out in the public, you're pretty much telling them what to say to better you. It's bullshit.
Not only that, but a lot of times the people with all the money have done something evil to acquire the money. And we just think that like, oh yeah, this happened to come up. Nah, if you do research and you can actually dig deep enough, you'll find out there was some crooked shit that they did that was fucked up. And they covered it up.
A lot of big money stuff, even if it didn't start necessarily crooked, somewhere along the lines it typically gets that way. And D does these topics for the most part. I don't really pay attention. I do better just putting me on the spot and going with it.
It's the bullshit for me.
So I didn't really study this, but just to go along with what he's talking about the medication, I do know, for example, Mark Cuban, who owns the Dallas Mavericks NBA team, he has his own drug company now, and it is much, much, much cheaper.
Shout out to him, because
and that's what his whole thing was. He's like these drug prices for people are ridiculous. You got older people, on Social Security and basically have no income or very low income. They can't even afford the fucking medicine, much less housing and food and everything else. So whether you are low income, mid, or high, look into Google it. Like I said, I don't know the name of it.
I'm about to find it now.
Oh, he's going to do it now for you. But Mark Cuban owns it. Your medication is way cheaper. Way cheaper.
Cost Plus. CostPlus.com.
They are not a sponsor, but they are doing a good thing. So fuck it.
Yeah.
CostPlus.com.
I was actually, I needed a medication myself like 8 months ago. The medication was $900. $900.
Your dick was burning or what? Your dick was burning? Or?
No, it wasn't my dick burning. Oh. It was my kidney.
Yeah. I forgot about the fucking kidney.
Yeah, don't forget the kidneys. So I needed the medication. It was $900. I'm talking to my doctors. They're like, oh, we don't know how we're going to get it. And like you said, somebody suggested this website. I went on there, got the medication. The same medication, $15. $15.
Oh, so you've actually used this service?
Yeah, several times.
Oh,
15
well, there
hours.
you go. See,
Yeah,
15
shout out
or
to
900. Fuck
shout out
it,
to
900 is Rockefeller. 15 is common sense people.
Yep,
Money's money,
it is. So
and you don't get rich or you don't accumulate money by being stupid and wasting money. So
Thanks.
no matter who you use, CBS, Walgreens, whoever, whatever, check this cost plus out.
definitely check it out.
Put a
Definitely
couple
check it
more
out.
coins in your pocket.
Yeah, it's you definitely can save some money. Like I said, all you need is a prescription from your doctor. You can email them. You get on the website, put the doctor name in there, their email, they'll send it to the doctor. The doctor can fill it out. You don't have to be in the office or nothing like that. They can do everything online, and they'll ship it straight to your house.
So it's even easy for you lazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
No good.
So, speaking of that, I know you're not familiar with DC Young Fly,
No.
the comedian. So what he did was apparently his wife went and got a mommy makeover.
Okay.
They call it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming that's where they redo her body and fix
Yeah.
it. And,
Play
suck all the-
Frankenstein and try to
take
put all
all-
your shit back in place.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
and apparently she died. Unfortunately, during the surgery, she died, and
But let me guess, she had the surgery somewhere probably out of the country.
I'm not sure where it was done. I think it was done in Florida. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was done out of the country.
Well, the bottom of Florida.
They got money, so they don't have to like go to like
No, yeah, I understand they got money.
Juan's garage and like have like cement glue
Yeah.
pumped into their
Because
blood.
Juan will not hook you up.
He won't.
Oh, he'll hook you up with a price, but
Your ass gonna look fucked up too. And we're gonna laugh because your
it's
ass
gonna be lumpy. Look like you got a fucking garbage bag full of mango pulp.
is not good. So, I mean, my question to you is BBLs worth the risk?
Well, I can't speak about what we call that plastic surgery or like unnecessary surgery. I'll call it. I've had a lot of surgery. All mine was necessary.
You tried to get a dick extension, it didn't work.
It did not work.
It rotted off at the end and fell off.
They had a dead Portuguese man. And I was gonna use his dick, but
Didn't work.
fell off. It smelled bad.
Green.
It was slightly green. But anyway, all my surgeries were necessary, and even though they were necessary, and a couple of them were necessary to continue to live, I still didn't necessarily wasn't like jumping up and down like hooray, let's get surgery. There's always risk in surgery. So now, if you're doing it for cosmetic purposes, and there's numerous cases now of people dying from it. I would really think
Why would you
twice
keep
about
doing
it. Yeah, like for me, no, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No more dick extensions. None of that.
No BBL for you?
No BBL for me.
You're just gonna rock the Hank Hill.
I'm gonna do the Hank Hill. I'm gonna keep the flapjacks. And that's it.
So
But yeah, I'm not with it. But
So I was listening to a doctor talking about it, and he said the problem is, they're sucking the fat out of their stomach, and they put it in the buns. But the thing is, they're inserting the fat into the buns, and the buns has small blood vessels in there. And apparently, if the fat gets in the blood vessel, now you have fat in your fucking bloodstream, and that goes up to your fucking heart, up to your fucking brain, and boom, you're done.
yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand this ass fascination either, though. Like,
I understand the ass fascination.
no, I love ass. Don't get me wrong, but we not going. Nobody that I'm dealing with, we're not going to manipulate our body. We're not going to take it from the backside of your titty and stick it up in your upper thigh. Like, what are we talking about? If you're not happy with your ass, right, then like do something about it. You can do something about it. You ain't got to pay Pedro or Juan in his garage to shoot some liquid concrete in your. Like, this shit is crazy to me. I don't.
It is a little crazy. But okay, I'm gonna say this: if you have had any kind of surgery like what we're talking about, and you're not embarrassed, or afraid.
Oh, because you've had the surgery. We know.
We know we can sit that ass on you. It's sitting.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
As soon as you did a picture like this and look back, we already knew everything's fake and some bullshit. But go ahead, D. My bad.
So, if you've had that surgery, you don't mind coming on the show and explaining a little bit of how or why you wanted to do that to help explain or help educate, welcome to the show. Hit us up.
Yeah, you can call us up now. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to talk shit to you. D going to play along. Because here's what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, well, Debo, I got it done because I wanted to boost my self-esteem and feel better about myself. No, the fuck you didn't. You wanted more attention. Your husband, who's probably cheating on you anyway, was looking at other asses, and you seen that, and you're like, okay, what does she have that I don't? Oh, it's an ass, so let me do this. It ain't just self-esteem.
Fat old ass.
You ain't doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your husband, because now you got to buy bigger draws.
Damn.
It costs way more money than just the surgery.
It does.
Somebody would really have to. You can't convince me if it's a legit thing, but I ain't doing it for me. Shut the fuck up.
You could just do some squats.
Some squats. There's multiple things you could do. But y'all motherfuckers lazy, just like that's why y'all be humping y'all cold. Can I say humping?
Damn. You done said a lot of shit you ain't supposed to say.
Oh, well, fuck it. That's why y'all be humping y'all co-workers, too, because you motherfuckers lazy.
God damn.
But anyway, if you want a better ass, squats.
Do some squats. And that's another thing y'all blow your tax return on. Them motherfucking fake butts. God damn.
And they never last that long. Every time. Like, you can tell.
I know one girl or two girls. One lady, one old lady. Her shit look like a melted heart. The other old lady, her shit look like a diaper. This shit is like a big ass.
So now
diaper.
she walking around, she done paid thousands of dollars, and fast forward to me, is she wearing a fucking pamper?
Yeah, pretty much.
That she can't take off.
Yeah. Shout out to you if you see the show.
But you did it for your husband, and he's still cheating on you any fucking way.
He's still cheating on you.
Yeah.
And your butt was sore for no reason.
Butt was swollen.
Now, okay, so I said that, and I'm gonna give credit to the ones that look good. Now, there's a lot of them out there that look good. You know, you got your little stuff done, and they look good. So I'm not shaming everybody that got your ass.
Well, I am, because the short term look good.
True. Do some squats.
Come back, and that ain't even really been a thing like for like 20 years, right? Or at least it wasn't as
like maybe 15.
popular.
Mm-hmm.
Come holler at the Debo show in 10, 15 years.
Thanks.
And when you got on that pamper, then you're going back to Raul again.
Maybe you have a real pamper on because they leak. They start leaking. They just start leaking. They leak out the stuff that you put in.
Let's don't say leak no more.
Your butt be moist, be dripping. Or they can pop and just be flat. I know what be going on. There's a lot of stories out there about this stuff. So listen, we're talking about this because, you know, take care of yourself. It's not worth the risk. We don't want to see another story of you dying because
it's an unnecessary risk.
Yeah, we don't want to see you dying because you got your ass pumped up.
Yeah, no, because then I got to talk about you and you're dead, and that's fucked up. I'm talking about the dead people.
It is. Then we got to say rip to Shaniqua.
Mm-hmm. With the XXL pamper on that she paid $26,000 for.
Yeah, and she went to Bone Chiqua to get it done.
Oh, this is along the same lines too. Just throw this out there, and then you can change topics because I know you don't want to get into this. Why are y'all getting? I don't even know what it's called. The fat people surgery where.
What the hell's the fat people surgery?
You know where they whatever they fucking 300 pounds. They had the surgery, and now they shrink down and they can only eat fucking vitamins and fucking juice and shit. You know, gastric bypass. That's what the word I'm looking for.
That's what I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah. So why are y'all getting that? Right? I don't got a problem with you getting that, even though there's still a risk, and I wouldn't do it. But that is a little more reasonable, right? In my opinion. However, then y'all do it and y'all lose this weight. You know, this process takes time, and then fast forward a year till you fat as fuck again. Like, what's going on?
Damn.
If you got like a eating problem, like you knew you was a fat ass, why did you waste the money on the surgery if you love Skittles every day or Funyuns? Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah. I see a lot of women that have done it, and then for a while they look just like, oh shit, you lost like half a person, like half your body, and then I seen you again, and I'm like, well, I guess you found the other half and ate that motherfucker because now you back the same size.
And then it does this weird thing with your head. It make your head like a light bulb.
It does.
It don't matter who you are.
It sucks all this shit in for some reason.
Yeah, it sucks this shit out.
Look at that.
Your damn neck be small, your chin be skinny, your head be big as hell.
Yeah, because your head, that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry to get off topic, but That bothers me. Why you would waste that money on that?
Yeah, I'm you know, if you now I'll say this.
If you're gonna keep up with it, of course.
If you're super big and it's gonna help you stay alive,
yeah,
then yeah. But do what you gotta do, man. You know, whatever make y'all feel good. I just don't want to see another story of a motherfucker dying.
I just don't want to see y'all keep wasting y'all money when you know you can't control your fucking eating.
Damn.
Topic 3.
That was topic 4. Topic 4.
Well, hang on. This would be a good topic. Hang on. I got something I'm gonna do a little different today. We're gonna continue with. I about to say your real name. I had to catch myself right there.
Damn.
We're gonna go ahead with these topics in a minute. This is not gonna take long. I'm gonna do something that I've seen on other shows and on TV shows or whatever, and it's always funny to me.
Mm.
I'm gonna play a little rapid fire game with these. So, D, here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna give you 2 things, right?
Damn. Okay.
So, for example, this is not one of them because this would be corny. I'm gonna say like peanut butter or jelly. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
And you just boom. If you want to elaborate, cool. Keep it brief because I'm literally I didn't count them. I probably got 10 to 15.
Mm.
I'm just gonna bounce, and I'm gonna you'll see.
Perhaps. Okay.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're gonna start off easy. Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Winn-Dixie or Wayne's?
Man, Wayne stank. Wayne's is a stinking ass bitch.
You
Winn-Dixie.
expected Wayne. Winn-Dixie fucking stink.
Man, fuck that.
Winn-Dixie or Wayne's?
Winn-Dixie. Fuck
Okay,
Wayne.
damn.
Wayne should be blown up and destroyed.
Fried or grilled?
Grilled.
Steak 48 or Del Frisco's?
Never been either one.
So just Taco Bell's the answer.
Yes, sir.
Horror or comedy?
What?
Horror or whores?
I'm going. Oh shit. I would pick horror probably.
Okay.
But I like comedy though.
Atlanta or Gastonia?
Atlanta.
Weed or crack?
Yeah, weed.
I'm trying to fuck you up. I'm trying to sneak one in there. Pizza or wings?
Pizza.
Trojan bearskin or ultra ribbed?
Bearskin.
Grandma or grandpa?
I ain't never had a grandma.
That was easy for you then. Basic bird or a side bird?
That side bird be hitting. Side bird be hitting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid or Hawaiian Punch?
Kool-Aid. What the fuck am I thinking? Kool-Aid.
Bush or no bush?
No push.
Love or lust?
Love.
McCall or T. Allen?
Fuck. Carl, you can't cut no motherfucking hair, dog. I mean, I don't give a fuck, man. Listen, hey, fuck you, dog. You can't cut hair. You be fucking up everybody's head every time you do it. You take pictures of the shit. We see it. It's still fucked up on the pictures. Can you not see the picture you took? You fucked his head up. You fucked mine up. And I told you fucked mine up. You gonna tell me, oh, it ain't my fault. It's the last barber fault. I couldn't see where to cut. What the fuck are you talking about? You the worst barber in Charlotte.
The worst?
The worst. You should have kept your ass.
You getting off topic, D.
My bad.
McCall or T. Allen?
God damn it. Ugh. McCall. God.
Okay.
Unless you cut my fucking head. In that case, fuck you.
A Tennessee bird or a Vermont bird?
What? Vermont, I guess. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, you know, if you think about it,
Okay.
I can elaborate if you need
No,
me
I'm
to.
good.
Okay, yeah. Chicken or beef ramen?
Chicken. That beef be stinky a little bit. Be kind of stank.
Talking about like in your house, for example, roaches or spiders?
Big spiders.
I think I have maybe 2 more. Let's see here. Hooves or fupa?
In what scenario? We talking about like licking it up?
D, this is however you want to take it. Rapid fire, hooves or fupa? You got to take one.
I'm gonna take the hooves. I don't want a goddamn fupa. Do y'all know what a fupa is? A fupa is an extra fat sack up above the coochie area, and usually we put our foreheads on it as a pillow and rest. But in this scenario, I prefer not to have it at all.
If you put your head on it in that scenario, it's kind of like a waterbed.
Facts.
Head just.
But usually, if you have that, that means you're You got a lot of other shit going on. And I don't want none of that shit. So
You want none of it?
I don't want none of that extra shit. You probably got 2 or 3 fupas hanging off you. I'm good.
Okay. Kidney beans or baked beans?
Baked beans.
And we're going to finish this first edition of Rapid Fire with left or right kidney.
I used to go with the right. I don't know why. I leave that left titty dry. I don't,
That's the reason?
I mean, I don't know. It's just a natural thing to go right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Rapid Fire, we will bring this back.
Yeah, that was good.
Because at least for me, that was pretty entertaining. My eyes are watering a little bit.
It was good.
Let's carry on with topic 4.
Topic 4. I haven't been watching it that much because I usually pass out, but the NBA Finals. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, after last night, it's 1-1. And fast forward a week, I think it will be 4-1.
Damn. Which way?
Denver. Listen, I love Miami. I would much rather see Miami win because of Mr. Butler. Denver is just entirely too complete, in my opinion. Very unwatched team, not really nationally known. Jokic gets a lot of hate for whatever reason. Oh, he did see that. Well, the problem is because he's white.
Whoa. Hold on.
That's the problem.
People don't like Joker?
No, they don't want to give him credit. Like now the motherfucker looked goofy as shit. He looked like he plant crops.
I went to the game.
But the dude can fucking play.
Man,
he ain't like in my top. Like I don't like this dude. Like oh yeah, I root for him or whatever. But all the hate I keep hearing from like national media, Sports Centers and Fox Sports of the world. You listen to what they're saying and you're like, just say because he's fucking white. Just say it, 'cause that's what the fuck you're saying.
Goddamn.
But go ahead.
I went and watched them play the Hornets last season, and I had no idea how fucking huge he is.
He's a big sucker.
Like he is legit 7 foot, like fucking 280 pounds. Like he was massive compared to all of our players.
And highly skilled. To look the way he looks and appear to be so out of shape and he just looks like a fucking dude. The dude has all the fucking skills of anybody else.
Yeah, like he
except for jumping. Now the motherfucker can't jump.
He don't need to. He's a fucking giant. He's a giant.
Correct.
Like
correct.
He's a giant. I'm like, man, this dude's fucking ginormous. Like
correct.
He made everybody look small. Everybody.
And for example, Mr. Who's got all the hype since probably high school. I'm not aware of high school, but definitely since college. In the previous series, fucking Anthony Davis, he made him look like a child.
Yes.
Anthony Davis is all everything. Everybody loves Anthony Davis. Jokic made him look ridiculous. And that's just an example of how good this guy is. I don't even like the Lakers. I'm not necessarily like Anthony Davis, but dude can play when he don't break his vagina.
Goddamn.
But
Anthony Davis.
Jokic is far, far better than him.
He's elite, man. I told somebody like 3 years ago, I was like, yo, have you watched this dude play? They're like, man, fuck him. I'm like, because the way he was passing, like his passing ability, like stuck out. I'm like, damn, like this motherfucker, he's catching a rebound, throwing that shit down the fucking court.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent player.
I'm like, yo, this dude's sick. And the person I was talking to was like, oh, fuck him, he's nothing. I'm like, all right. And here we are. Triple-double, man. Every fucking game.
And now they have had an easy path. I also see Sports Center, the same people that are blaming Jokic, same people that are not saying that he's white. They're saying, oh, well, technically, historically, if they win the title, they've had the easiest path in the history of the NBA as far as the seeds. How's that their fucking fault?
I don't even believe that. I think
they have to play who's
in front of them.
Who the fuck shows up?
I mean,
they didn't pick and choose. They just making excuses. I like Miami. I like Jimmy Butler. I'm glad they won one because I would have probably bet money to get swept. But I don't see them winning the series.
It's hard. I mean, the thing about this series for me, it's hard to bet against Jimmy Butler because it's like,
very hard to bet against him. Well, here's my and this is what I explained to one of my sons, Big Ugly, last night.
Shout out Big Ugly.
Shout out Big Ugly. He likes Butler. And I said, okay, well, let's just remember back. What was it? Maybe 2 years ago or 3 when they were in the bubble, whatever year that was. Same thing. He took him to the finals, but when he got to the finals, dude, he gave everything he had. I'm not questioning him at all. He's an awesome, amazing player. He was gassed. He was done. And I think that's what's getting ready to happen now. He's had to carry this. If you look at the pieces, he has 7 undrafted players. I mean, he's literally carrying this fucking team, and it's cool that he's done it so far. I just don't know if he can do it that fucking long. Cause
I don't think.
I think they would have had a better shot if they wouldn't have went 7 with Boston, because that wasted more of him.
Yeah.
During that, but
I mean, the problem, and not only that, but the issue is you can't stop Joker. You can't stop him. There's no way to stop. Like, you can't stop him from scoring. You can't stop him from rebounding. You can't stop him from assisting. No. You can't stop him. That's the problem. Like, when they played the Lakers, I'm thinking like, okay, all I got to do is stop him from facilitating. Let him do everything else. They still can do it.
You got to kind of look at it like back in the Jordan days when you had smart coaches on the other team. They'd be like, fuck it. Jordan going to get 50. Let him get 50. Stop everybody else.
Yeah.
Stop Pippen. Stop Kukoc, Rodman. Yeah. That's almost how you have to do jokers. Like,
look,
this motherfucker going to get a triple-double.
Yeah, he going to get it.
We need to focus on Murray. We need to focus on Michael Porter. Whoever it is that game. Now, Jamal Murray is another guy.
He's a fucking dog.
Very, national-wise unknown. This dude he can play.
And he called himself a superstar at the beginning of the season, the bubble season. He called himself a superstar, and I fucking laughed, and he is one.
He is the kid can play. Now, what he can't do, the one thing I don't like about Mr. Murray is this motherfucker don't play defense. I think he tries. I'm not saying he just lays back or whatever. He just fucking sucks at it.
I don't know.
But his offense kind of makes up for it.
What point guard has went off on him?
Just watching. I don't necessarily mean stat-wise. Like, watch the dude play defense. I'm serious. Next game, pay attention for 3 or 4 series. You're going to be like, what is he doing?
I've never seen him doing that on defense.
He looks lost to me. Like, he knows who he's on. He knows who he's supposed to be guarding or whatever, but he's just, like, baffled. Like,
He probably saved himself for the offensive side.
And that's what I said. He makes up for it on the other end, but...
Yeah.
But no, he's a very good player. I don't think Miami wins it. I think Denver's got it. But kudos to Jimmy Butler in Miami. Whether they win it or they don't, this dude plays his ass off.
Yeah, he do. He's a ball. He's a good
every time playoffs start. Yeah.
So Skip and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp says, "Fuck you," and bails out on uninterrupted and leaves Skip in the dust. What are your thoughts?
I don't know if I ever thought he would do it just financially wise, because it's a lot of money leaving on the table. But you could tell these motherfuckers legitimately kind of have issues. I don't think one likes the other either way, to be honest. I think Skip's problem is, technically it's Skip's shit. Skip been around a long time, way before Shannon Sharp.
You can tell by the wrinkles in his face.
Yes.
All them wrinkles. He's been around for centuries.
Might be a vampire.
Probably.
But he's very arrogant, right? Some people like that, some people don't. But I'm just saying he is. And he don't like being challenged, so to speak. He thinks if he speaks, that's it. There's a lot of weak men out there that do that. That's another topic. But so anyway, he basically hired another alpha in Shannon. And when it's 2 alphas, the alpha who has the most control of whatever that situation is going to win, and that's the case with Skip. Shannon's leaving. I don't think Skip's mad. I think the show is getting ready to be non-existent.
No,
he's going to have to replace him with somebody pretty fucking good, because nobody was just watching on a national level Skip the way they are Skip and Shannon.
Yeah, he's going to have to replace him. But I think they'll find somebody.
They're gonna have to find somebody good though.
I mean, they've done it several times though. Like,
and Shannon Sharp, I like Shannon Sharp, but I like him like this. I don't like Shannon Sharp tries to sound smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just if you don't have an opinion on him whatsoever. If you don't, like him or dislike him, if you just watch this dude, he says shit in certain words to make himself sound smart. I don't even know that he knows what the fuck he's talking about, but it is funny a lot of times. He does have that old man unk syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like Shannon, but I like him because he entertains me.
Yeah.
Because the shit, not that he's like, I'm like, wow, this guy really knows his shit. I'm like, wow, this dude will say some off the wall, fucking dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean, I like him.
I like him as a player though.
He gives us his actual opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't sugarcoat shit.
No.
He doesn't sit up there and talk about stats and a whole bunch of bullshit. And I absolutely hate fucking Skip the way he reviews whatever the fuck. Like if a game happened the night before, he's gonna spend 15 minutes reviewing the actual games play by play.
Yeah.
As if I didn't watch it and I need him to tell me what happened. I hate this.
Correct. Yeah, I do not like Skip. Like I say, in this scenario, I like Shannon much, much better.
Yeah.
But I'm also understand that Skip's the one in control.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a great thing for Shannon because he get to go get his bag and, the man, whatever amount of money he wants, because he's really at the top of his game. He has his own podcast. It's successful.
Yeah, he's very much followed.
Yeah. So he can go get his money, He can demand what he wants. So I'm happy for him for that. Skip makes
We'll find out if it's a smart move here in the next few months.
Yeah.
It seems like it. My opinion is I think it's a smart move.
Skip makes like $80 million a year.
I didn't, but I knew it was probably something outrageous. That's what I'm saying. He was running. He's in control.
That's crazy. $80 million a year.
So if Shannon had an issue, which they both had issues, but then you're going to have to leave because you're not going to make more there than Skip until Skip's dead.
Damn. He ain't never going to die either. I think he's a vampire.
Yeah, because he looked like he's about 200
Jesus
already.
Christ. So, what do you know about this it's a new thing that's been coming on. I don't know who's paying attention. Maybe you are, maybe not into technology, maybe you are. But it's coming, it's here, it's happening around us right now. And if you get into it, it'll be beneficial. If you don't, then you'll be lost and fucking confused. But the AI movement.
Well, I'm getting ready to be lost and fucking confused.
So this AI movement right now, I don't know, if you're on TikTok, you might see a little bit of it. Probably the most known thing is they're taking artist's voice and they're able to create their own songs.
Correct.
Using somebody else's voice. And they're making whole entire songs. Like they're taking Drake's voice and making whole entire songs that
he never sang.
They didn't sing, and it's a computer generated thing, and it's a hit. I mean, they can make it a hit.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's a huge deal because that could change a lot of shit depending on, once again, going back to the Rockefeller thing.
I think we're fixing to disagree on this. But go ahead.
Who's in control of this? Correct. And the way they manipulate it and use it.
Correct.
It could be something detrimental to a lot of things.
Well, there's too many fucking movies, right?
Mm.
Many movies. This is never beneficial. It might be beneficial short term. It always goes bad.
Yeah. Most of those movies have Arnold Schwarzenegger in them.
A lot of them. What was that one with Will Smith with the little creepy robot guy walking around?
Oh, yeah.
That should be another rapid fire. Will Smith or Chris Rock?
Will Smith.
I think Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is...
But no, to me, I'm not a scary guy at all. That this shit would scare the fuck out of me. It'd be for the reasons you said. Who is running the show? It's not going to be a person more than likely. It's going to be a corporation. People get greedy. People are greedy, not get greedy. People are greedy. This has got bad written all over it. I was reading a thing actually this morning about how the AI is already going to take, it was showing basically the first 6 jobs that we do that it's getting ready to take over. It was like data entry, banking, manufacturing, all this shit. Okay, so it's cheaper for the owner, right? If you own one of these companies to use them, I get that. What about all the people that ain't got jobs now?
They don't give a fuck.
I know they don't give a fuck, but they will when property value and everything else starts going down and crime goes up.
They're just gonna buy the property.
Well, you can't buy crime. I mean, crime.
I mean, they can push crime out.
You can push it
to Gastonia.
That's a lot there. Yep. Fuck me up with that. But I'm not for it. Yes, there could be some benefits to it. Absolutely. Overall, it's gonna be one of the things, in my opinion, that when it's already catching on, but when it really sinks its teeth in and catches on, then it's gonna really blow up and be everywhere. You are gonna be exiled out of a job, and eventually they're gonna take over everything else.
So I was looking at. I know you and Buki look at the crime shows.
Yeah.
And I seen one episode in 2020 where a girl got away from murdering somebody. Like 15 years later, the mother of the person that got murdered recorded her having a conversation, had a conversation with her, and recorded her and got her to admit that she did it. They went to court. She showed the cops. They went to court. She went to jail. Now imagine if somebody takes your voice and uses the AI and gets you to admit a crime that you didn't do in that same exact scenario. Your ass would go to jail, just like she did.
So go back to what I said. This shit ain't good. I mean, I don't listen. I ain't with it.
I mean, so my thing is this.
It's going to be easy to manipulate systems.
Yeah.
For example, law system or banking systems. Or like I said, there are definitely benefits, and that's how they try to present this shit. Oh, well, look what this could do. This could help, little Timmy and fuck Timmy. This shit has got horrible written all fucking over it, in my opinion.
My thing is this: if you're smart and you can be creative and get out ahead of this situation, you can make a lot of fucking money. Are you artists out there that you want to?
Everybody thinks they're an artist. He's not talking to you. He's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. Sorry, ass rappers. But the artists out there, you can make a whole damn song and not even have to sing, and put that out there and just promote that.
Excuse me.
And I mean, if you're creative enough, you can figure out a way to monetize this thing to your benefit. But
well, see, that's how they're presenting it. We're gonna monetize it. If the individual in control had morals and ethics and was doing it, stuff like that. But then again, to me, that's still kind of lazy. I got a problem with lazy. No, I know. I'm just saying, no, sing that fucking song, motherfucker. But it can help you in that scenario. But there's gonna be too many hands involved. There's not gonna be there'll be more. Okay, so whoever came up with this AI, where we're at today, somebody else is gonna figure out how to do it, and it's gonna be no. Too many fucking movies.
It's good shit. Get in there. Your boy,
make as much money as you can before these motherfuckers start killing your ass.
Facts.
Because it ain't no.
And when y'all look up here one day, you don't see me, but you hear my voice, I got that AI popping. Oh, Ice Cube said if you use his voice, he's gonna sue that shit out of you.
I would too if I was That's the flip side of that. Oh, you can use Drake's voice, you said, to make a song. Yeah, you can, but you can also go bankrupt doing that.
Facts. And they make a lot of songs, and them shit slap. They slap. That's good. It's some good songs.
Okay. Whoever's programming this AI should be talking to
perhaps
these singers in. Because if everything the AI is doing is busting, then get with the person.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm against it. He's with it.
Hey.
Fuck that.
So, the last topic, I want to talk about your current mental health state.
Me personally, or just
you personally?
Oh wow.
I'll give you a little bit of time to think about that.
Probably as good as it's ever been. Currently. Because it's been shit. And the stigmas and the stereotypes with men.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say you are depressed, which again, that is a word I do think is totally overblown, overused. Just because you had a bad day don't mean you're depressed. Just because something happened and you're fucking sad for 2 days, it doesn't mean you're depressed. Shit does still happen. However, when it is a man, you're taught or it's beating your head from a little boy, and I'm guilty of doing my sons like that. They fall down, they fucking bleeding everywhere. I'd be like, man, get the fuck up. You're all right, come on. You're not taught or made feel like it's okay to discuss feelings and thoughts, and you're just supposed to get up, be fucking tough, go to work, take care of your people, and do it again tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But currently, no, I'm good. I'm good. I've been real bad before, a few times. The best way, in my opinion, it's just my opinion from experience, is find somebody. Typically, well, for me, I needed another male to say everything to that wasn't like gonna call me a bitch or whatever the word is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to talk through it. In my experience, get it out. Holding it in is not the answer. You got to talk it out with someone that will actually listen, male or female. Like I said, to me, I felt better about talking after it was a male, just because I was like, okay, this motherfucker is not. After I was done talking, he's not like judging me or whatever. But you definitely got to take care of yourself, physically and mentally. Mental health is as scary as AI. That shit's scary. It can send you in a lot of dark places, and then when you're in a dark place mentally, you start believing shit. Well, some of y'all just fucking stupid and believe shit regardless. But when you're down, your mind plays tricks on you. Your brain plays tricks on you. You start believing things that aren't necessarily real. You kind of talk yourself in and out of things, simple things. It may be like, you're like, okay, you go into bed. All right, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up, I got to go to the grocery store because we ain't got no groceries, just for an example. You get up in the morning, and you just feel like shit still mentally. You're like, oh, well, I ain't even that hungry, so I ain't going to go right now. I'll go at lunchtime. And like I said, you talk yourself in and out of shit because you're so beat up and down for whatever reason. And it's scary shit. You lose weight, you don't eat, you don't drink, you typically stay to yourself. And I know everybody's different. I got to a point one time where I don't remember exactly, but it was probably a couple of months. Like, I didn't even, I got up out the bed to, piss and shower. I didn't want to go anywhere. I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't care about it. And when you get to the point where you don't care about things that you did care about and that are important to you, that's scary shit. And I think eventually I started realizing that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like me because I knew I was off at this period of time, but I also didn't know how to get back right. You mention it to some people, and you mention it to 10 people, you'll get 10 different responses. A lot of times you don't know which one's right. And then when you get all the multiple responses, my reaction was, well, then just fuck it, I ain't doing none of it, because none of them what the fuck they talking about, because none of them said the same thing. So yeah, you talk to somebody, you start getting crazy thoughts, you start getting, like I said, your lifestyle starts going downhill. Just like I said, I didn't want to get out of bed, go do nothing. I didn't want to, literally anything. If it gets, hopefully you can catch it and correct it before that. If not, hopefully at some point it kicks in. Like with me, it was just kind of like a light switch. Like, yo, you need to get your shit together. And typically, from people I know that have been in bad mental health states, I'm speaking of males, it'll be like one little thing that happens that kind of triggers your turnaround. Whether that's a friend, a fucking stranger, one of your kids saying something. I know in my case, I had a couple of mine asking me straight up, after a while, what the fuck is going on with you? You ain't right. And I didn't like that. I didn't like hearing that.
Yeah.
But I agreed with them, so I had to figure out how to get right. Not saying we always do the right things, but you got to do what helps you. And in my case, like I said, today, I mean, I got problems like everybody else, but I don't think I have any mental health issues currently. Much better.
Good. I brought up the topic because a lot of times, like you said, men, we don't talk about mental health, and it's become a popular thing over the last 5 or 10 years. Talk about mental health, but men in particular still don't talk about it the way we should. And when it happens to you, like you said, you don't know what's going on, and time can pass, and it can be 2 or 3 weeks or a couple of months, and you've been down in the pit that you don't even realize that you're in the pit. And I think that you need to evaluate where you're at mentally from time to time in order to stop yourself from getting in that place. And also, you might not experience it or know what's going to happen, and something can happen that causes it, and then you're not prepared for it because you don't see it coming.
Correct.
One of the things that happened to me, obviously, was my kidney disease and getting diagnosed with that. And I went in at the beginning very positive, believing, okay, I can defeat this, I can beat this. This is no big deal. I'm gonna win regardless, and I'll be all right. And then probably a year or so into it, I found myself, like you said, kind of sitting around and not being myself, kind of not taking care of myself the way I was supposed to. And that was when I kind of realized I was having a mental problem. So, I reached out to some people. My brother, Lewis, I reached out to him. I reached out to my father. I reached out to you. And I spoke about how I felt and what was going on and trying to figure out how to get out of that hole.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of. Once you're in it, it's hard to get out.
Yeah. So, like I said, as men, that's something we got to do, and something we got to do more often before it becomes too late. And
totally agree. And if another male, I'm not even gonna say male, but we're talking about males. If somebody comes to you and they're trying to tell you they're having issues with whatever, don't laugh at them. Or the easiest and simplest thing you can do to help them in that moment is to just fucking listen to them.
Yeah, that's true.
They're coming to you because they have some sort of trust or comfort level with you. Hear them out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, we joke around, y'all see me and basically anybody I deal with. I'm gonna talk shit to you. It's all love. Like, I asked this motherfucker left or right kidney. We fucking joking, you know what I'm saying? But don't make that person feel, they already feel like shit. Yeah. Don't add to it. Hear them out. Once you hear it, if you've got any suggestions, you can share them. If you don't have any, if you've never heard what they said, they'll just be happy getting it out to you. Trust me.
Yeah.
So just let them talk. Don't ever avoid them. Don't say, "Oh, give me 3 minutes. I gotta call my mom." Now, fuck that. If they come into you, they need to talk to you. They need to talk to you now. It's important. It might not be important to you, but it's important to the individual that feels enough confidence or comfort to come to you. So hear them out.
That's true.
And talk about it, dudes.
Yeah, talk about it.
It's not weak.
Yeah, it's not weak. You gotta talk about it. Get that shit off your chest.
Yeah. I'd rather you consider yourself weak than be fucking dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's how. That's the end game. If you don't do something about it.
That's true, because it's a build up. You don't even see it. You don't even see it happening. You look around. I know for me, you look and you realize, damn, I ain't got a haircut. And you look and you realize, damn, I got a pile of clothes over there, I ain't moved. And you look and you realize, damn, I ain't went to the grocery store. And before you know it, all this stuff has happened, and you didn't pay attention to it. Like I said,
at all, days and weeks. I mean, I know for me for certain, it would literally be days. I was awake and I could tell you what I did Monday or Tuesday, but when it got to Thursday or Friday and I looked like he said, it's like, holy shit, I've been sitting there for 4 days and ain't watched nobody draws. I ain't
watch shit.
So I mean, it's a problem.
Yeah. So, like I said, men's mental health is important. Women out there, if you got a man in your life, talk to him, embrace him, let him, help him feel comfortable talking to you and coming to you and being real with you. Don't make him feel like he got to be Superman 24/7. Because we're not. We're not Superman. We try to act like we are. We're not.
We're not.
And we shouldn't have to be.
And the ones that's acting like it all the time are the ones probably going through the most mental health.
Yeah.
Because they're probably acting that way for a reason, whether it's to make the lady or the kids or whoever feel comfortable. Excuse me. And that shit is fucking exhausting and tiring.
It is. It is exhausting and tiring. And then, at some point, some people, they just say, fuck it, I'm tired. And that's it. So,
yeah.
We definitely don't want that to happen to anybody.
Talk it out, get it out. Women too, but y'all are socially, it's more acceptable for y'all to get help and to talk about it. But if you need help, get it as well. But we're specifically mentioning men, not to leave you out, but because men typically don't talk about it. We weren't trained that way. We weren't wired that way. And then when it happens, you don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
Fuck, I'm fucking weak. Like, how the fuck did this? And it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Exactly. And also, I would advise.
Yeah, I would advise not lifting that fucking.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Headset, God.
I would advise everybody to, if you haven't done it at all, at least try it one time in your life. Go to a therapist.
Oh yeah.
And just talk to them. You don't have to have a problem or have a fucking life crisis, but just go to a therapist and talk to them about what's going on.
Yep.
It's a great weight off your shoulders. I didn't do it until I was going through a divorce, but after I did it, I was like, God damn, this is actually good, and I continued to go after that for my own personal.
Correct. Well, that's another thing. Men think that's weak. That's why they don't go.
Yeah, go. I mean, because they can kind of put stuff in perspective from an outside view. Correct. And it's not a biased view; it's an outside view.
And they listen.
And they listen.
I know the first time I ever went, I would have at that point in my life, I would have never voluntarily went because I was still stuck in that Superman caveman brain. When Dixie made me go, but I was thankful, like weeks later, because I was convinced. I had a supervisor at that time. Shout out to Mike Frost, but I was convinced I was going to do something. Right, I'm not gonna say what I was going to do, but I had made up my mind. I was going to do blank. And he was my buddy outside. He wasn't just a supervisor. And, I had confided in him. And he was like, yo, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. But you might want to go talk to these people. And I didn't. He suggested it. And I heard him. And no thank you. Well, I keep moving forward. Not even long, maybe a week or two. And then something happened at Winn-Dixie that I could have handled differently, but that wasn't my mindset, and I made a huge, I'm not going to say mistake. I had a huge outburst, let's call it. I didn't bring my hat today, but just like when I put my hat on, I had one of them. So at that point in the game, and I had it to a person who made a lot of more money than me at the time. And so they made me go, the district manager.
God damn.
So they made me go, and I was not allowed to go back to back groceries until X amount of sessions. I don't remember. I think it was like 4. And this was earlier in my career, or a lot of y'all that's watching now probably know me from later in my career. So there wasn't a lot of y'all around at this point. Some of y'all were. So anyway, I had to go to so many odd sessions, and now these sessions were only once a week. So if it was 4 sessions, that's a month. So now I'm a month. I'm already not mentally stable. And now I can't even go to work. So you're sitting at home. It was a horrible situation. But the therapy, those 4 times, or I actually ended up going a lot more than that, but it did help because, like you said, it gives you a different perspective. They're listening to you, which makes you comfortable. You get the feeling of it's a friend or whatever, even though they don't fucking know you. And then that's where that light goes off on your head when they start giving you their feedback. It's like, damn, this person just got all that from what I said, don't know me from anybody. And you kind of typically take that a little more. It's easier to take, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But definitely go, like you said, if you can go, you should at least go at least once or twice just to
see, man.
Get shit out.
A lot of times you be thinking shit going one way, and it's just they'll let you know, hey man, that ain't what's going on.
Yeah, because you see and think things different than you normally would.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a big part of my problem.
Facts.
But if anybody needs any CPR training, gun training, weapon training, that training right there, concealed carry, go to Blue Line Defense. Call Blue Line Defense. They have multiple classes.
I'm going to go, matter of fact.
Yeah, D is going. There's multiple training avenues. There's the concealed carry, which you do get $20 off of if you book, or when you book, tell them Debo. Trevet's a good dude. He'll take care of you. Domino's on Sunset. We kind of mad at y'all this morning because we still fucking hungry and
definitely hungry.
Still don't see no fucking food.
Ain't shit in here. Some
piece of paper and some Aquafina.
And they don't sponsor us either.
They don't. And Loose Shades. Loose Shades is in here.
What the fuck are those shits? Step on them shits.
Big as hell. I break my whole foot. Domino's on Sunset. Get your pizzas. Get your black box. Get your tots. Your sandwiches. Tell them Debo sent you.
Get your brownies.
Oh, that brownie is fucking good. My fat ass like that brownie.
Very delicious. Get your Brooklyn style pizza. They have a Brooklyn style that's thin.
Like I don't know if I'm familiar with that.
It's very thin, like New York.
Okay, so Domino's, y'all listening? I know some of y'all watching from Domino's. Next time, Brooklyn. We don't believe in New York.
We don't, because y'all keep wearing fucking Timberlands.
I was getting ready to say the pizza probably tastes like Timberlands and fucking trash, but we will try it. I'm not saying y'all's do. I'm saying
we'll try it. I mean,
just go ahead and we cut this. We need one fucking up here.
We do.
We're gonna be back within the week,
and we need one
or 2. I don't know how big it is. Might need 2.